Have you been diligently searching for a 4-bed, 3-bath, over 2,000 square feet home here in Tatnuck of Worcester? If you have, you are in luck. My name is Chris Whitten from Premier Real Estate, and this is 44 Drexel Street. Welcome back to our video guided tour. You're gonna love this property, love what this home has to offer. But before we even get in there and talk about the just over 2,000 square feet, I do wanna mention, by the way, that it does have a mini in-law. I'll explain what that means in a second, but this finished lower level has its own little kitchen-y area, has its own full bath, has its own bedroom and the living room, but we'll get there momentarily. I wanna talk about where we are and the lot itself. Where we are is just off of Pleasant Street. Tatnuck Square, just a minute or so away, if that. So you're loving the zip here, right? The zip code here. You're loving the Tatnuck section of Worcester, but you're on this road that is fairly tucked away, and you have 0.41 acres. You have just under a half an acre. It's a double lot. And you can see the stream that's coming down, setting the scene. You can see some seats that are out there. They love hanging out here and just listening to the water come down the stream. And you have your space, a spot to park if you have something that you need to park there, plenty of parking. We have a deck. We're gonna get you all those details when we wrap up this video. What I wanna do now is take you inside to this 4-bed, 3-bath that they bought just about 10 years ago and loaded with updates ever since. Come on with me. Welcome inside. So it is a split level, a couple of steps up, a couple of steps down. Again, I mentioned at the beginning of this video that there is like an in-law-ish type section down there. We'll get you there momentarily. So first, come on up. Now again, the homeowners here had purchased this back about 10 years ago. And ever since then, loads have been updated, including these gorgeous floors, original from 1970 most likely. However, a beautiful darker color in here. In fact, I'm taking some tips, and I think I'm going to talk to my wife Lindsay and see if I can get this done in our house. I love these darker floors like this. So this whole area up here is beautiful and open. You have a nice bay window in your dining room. Now, this is the unique thing too. They have it set up as a dining room because they have a huge living room / family room in the lower level. If you needed this to be a living room / family room, you could easily do that because you do have some seating here for, they only have 3 stools, but you could easily have a 4th. So you could eat here and have a living room. So lots of options here, but I love how open this is. Stainless steel appliances, your fridge, microwave, oven, dishwasher, even stainless steel sink, which is beautiful. You have a little peninsula here, lots of cabinet space. These cabinets are handmade. You don't see that anymore. So handmade equals love. When you get here in person, you'll feel that. You've got some glass. So lots of beautiful things going on here in this neck of the woods. Now, you have 3 bedrooms and 2 full baths alone on the first floor. Follow me and we'll show you that. So as we make our way down the hall, you're going to see a full bath. We'll get to that momentarily. Your own separate laundry room. There's a bedroom on the other side of this wall, bedroom here, but let's head into your primary first. Love the space here in your primary. As you can see, we have vaulted ceilings. You have a skylight to let in lots of natural light. This is a custom home, a unique home. It's not your cookie cutter here in Tatnuck, and that's what I love about it. Just this alone, and also when you get here in person, above the door, there's a spot for some vases, some decorative items. You even have some beautiful French doors here for your large closet. Now the floors were updated within the last 10 years. Come on in to your primary bathroom. You're going to see in this bathroom, tile floor. This was also updated. And all, the toilet, the vanity, and they also added a jacuzzi / whirlpool tub in here that also has a shower. And now, right across the hall, almost a carbon copy of the primary room, except it doesn't have your own bath. You do have your vaulted ceilings, you do have a ceiling fan in here, you have your skylight, and you also have a good sized closet. So let's head back towards the kitchen living room area. This, I pointed out briefly, is your own laundry room. Same flooring that was updated. You have some good counter space in here, washer dryer in here, and some racks, whatever you need. And right next to that is your main bath here on the first floor. As you can see, they have updated this as well over the last 10 years. And this one has a walk-in shower with lots of nice tile. And now for the third bedroom, which is here on the first floor. This one is also good space. If you don't need a third bedroom, perfect home office. As you can see, the newer flooring in here, and you have a good sized closet as well with lots of natural light. All right, so before we head to the lower level now, lots of unique finished lower level down there. You have town water, well, city water, city sewer here in the Tatnuck section of Worcester. And also you'll see it is a public road. I wanted to mention that. There is a small portion that, most of it's asphalt. There's a little bit, we're like 2 or 3 houses up from where it turns into a gravel crushed asphalt road. My clients love it because this neck of the woods, nobody's coming down here. So unless you pretty much live down here on the small handful of houses. So lots of great things going on, but it is a public road. Lots of people ask, and there's your answer. Come on down with me. So down here, we have just over 800 square feet of finished lower level. What's great about it is that it's a split level, raised ranch. So you can see you've got some good natural light coming in, you've got some recessed lighting, and I do love the crown molding with a little bit of ambiance lighting there. So here's the story. I mentioned upstairs they currently have it as a dining room because this is where they come. Nice Vizio flat screen TV on their wall that's beautiful with a shiplap. Sit down here, relax, and watch some shows. If you wanted to have your living room upstairs, you could easily do that, or you could make this whole area down here an in-law type situation. Now, nothing really formal. You do have a little mini sink here, stainless steel sink. You also have a little fridge here, a little dishwasher, so you can have some flexibility down here, a little dining area if you needed it. And again, there's that ADU law that went into effect in 2024 here in Massachusetts, so something you could look into to make it formalized if that's what you wanted to do. But this whole area comes on in to a full bath down here, which was also updated less than 10 years ago. Tile floor in here, fiberglass shower / tub, and you have an updated pedestal sink as well. All right, Chris, where's this 4th bedroom you've been talking about? Here we are. All right, we're just off of that whole finished lower level, the bath. We walk into this. In a way, it looks like it could have been a finished garage at some point, which I'm not sure that's the case because you already have a garage and a half that's right on the other side of this wall. And when you get here in person, you'll see that. Recessed lighting. This is a yoga room at the moment. Very easily could be a bedroom. You do have a decent closet here, and you also have a walk-in good-sized closet for storage here. So, and you've got your egress, your door out to your driveway. So, could you shut off this lower level portion for an in-law for privacy? Absolutely, and still have loads of space and what you need on the first floor. Lots of great things going on here. Let's head outside now. I don't want to take you this way because I want to show you your beautiful deck that you're going to enjoy this summer. 0.41 acres. You got the double lot, as I mentioned, here on the outside. This deck is on the newer side. They redid the deck since they've been here just about 10 years ago when they purchased. So lots of grilling, lots of family fun, lots of friends hanging out here on your deck. Then you've got a decent side yard over here on this side of the house for activities, also so for some nature, get the birds chirping, lots of fun here. However, you have a lot more space on the other side, and I will meet you there right now. So now you're on the other side here. This is the side with an extra lot. When you get here in person, you can kind of digest where you're at. You can look at the GIS map that we included, and it has the lot kind of ending right at the house, so your double lot gives you a really nice buffer. Your shed here appears to be on your other lot. And again, 0.41 acres, that's a big chunk. And what I love, and we've looked up, do your own due diligence, but from everything we can see, and these sellers included have confirmed you do not need flood insurance, so don't worry about that. But you have a cute little brook that's running through, giving you some ambiance of tranquility I have a koi pond in my backyard and I love that sound. You have a natural version of that here. So lots of great things going on, including your 1.5 car garage, a 1 car garage with a workshop. When you get here in person, you're gonna love the size of that too. And you even have your little bridge, and as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, you have some extra parking if you need it. It's where their RV is now, so if you do have a party, you can have plenty of space for parking. But the best part, I believe, are these 2 chairs right here to sit this summer over your little footbridge, listen to the water, relax with maybe a margarita, maybe a glass of Merlot, and do your thing. My name is Chris Whitten from Premier Real Estate. This is 44 Drexel Street here in the Tatnuck section of Worcester. I want to get you in here for what would be your second showing.